Hello and welcome. Little behind schedule as to what I would normally like to do. Don't know if I'll have much time, but I figured, a little bit of time is better than none. I'm going to get into some NHL now that it's officially the release date today, if you've got the deluxe edition. So I'm already in the middle of a game. We'll get into that in a moment. I was just looking at the pre-orders for the PS5 that have hit Amazon for Prime Day. Yeah, there's nothing Prime about them. $1,500 for the digital. So that's some real bullshit right there. So I'm definitely not excited about that. Definitely not. So I was just checking that out. I was like, "Oh my god, it's here. I can pre-order the PS5." And then I look and I'm like, "Oh, it's only 1,500." So essentially it's triple the price. Longo Bongo and some dude called Catgar2K1. They've got perfect star ratings, but I mean, it's just such a dick move, right, to do that? Okay, I don't think there's anybody in here yet, so I'll just keep rambling on to myself for a couple minutes. Yeah, so that's really, really unfortunate. And I know you can't see the screen there. I'm just kind of checking this out super quick. Yeah, see, I want to pay 500 Canadian, not 1,500 Canadian. That's some real effing bullshit right there. Yeah, everything's out of stock. But technically speaking, I could secure one from someone who's reputable. Technically speaking, that I know is legit, but just, yeah. Is anybody in here yet? No, there's no one in here. Okay, let's go on to the source. Ah, okay. Right. Okay, so that's gone, that's gone, that's gone. Anybody in here yet? No? Okay. Let us do, for me, oops, one last one. Doesn't look like there's anything going on. Gonna have to, yeah. Just gonna have to wait, I guess. Okay, so since I don't have a lot of time, let's just kick it off into checking one more thing. Today is actually a pretty big day. We've got the pre-patch for World of Warcraft that's going to be coming out. I guess we don't need this anymore. Now, the servers are down, but I just wanted to quickly showcase the login screen because, that's fucking exciting. But for people that are hardcore WoW junkies, they might be a little bit like, oh, that's so cool. So as you can see, all the servers are down. And we've got a new login screen. This only happens a couple of times in the history of WoW. So what you're looking at here is a throwback to the Lich King. This is Icecrown Citadel, in which the Lich King resides. And when we saw Sylvanas rip apart the helm because she's got, like, out-of-this-world power, it ripped open the Shadowlands. You see that? And that's why I'm not a voice actor. I just don't have that gothic-y, eerie voice. But anyhow, it ripped open the portal to the other world, and that's what's floating up above. So that's basically what we're looking at. But yeah, it's pretty wild. I'm fixated on looking at the rocks because I'm trying to figure out at what point does it re-loop without us, you know what I mean? I'm trying to see if the video re-loops, at what point does it re-loop. But I don't want to stare at the screen all day. But, no, just one sec. Yeah, I'll listen after. I'm just streaming for a little bit. I'm actually just about to check out that game. Anyhow, not much else to see. We gotta wait till 6 o'clock for that. And then there was, well, I already got this game. What was it that came out as well? Torchlight 3. Yeah, it's only a couple of bucks cheaper on the PC. This was another game that just came out that I was kind of interested. Never asked this. I'll be jacking my stream now. I'm going to hide that. Yes, it's got mixed reviews. It has less than 50% likable. I'll tell my friend that there because there's nobody else in here. Yeah, the reviews are 48% positive on Steam. So I'm going to have to slightly take that into consideration before I even bother maybe getting this game. Because at that price point, for a little bit more, I might be better off getting the Baldur's Gate 3 early access. So I guess while we wait for people to come in, for all we know, no one's going to come in. I'll be done. And then people will start coming in. I'll be like, all right, guys, that's it for me today. And then all of a sudden, like it happens all the other times. It is hot in here. Build your hero. Build and upgrade your fort. Pets are back. But what makes this one no good? Because this one, let's go back to it. 87%, 94% positive feedback. That's actually pretty good. So when you look at this, okay, seriously, he just keeps creeping on my stream. No clout chasing. I'm a real nut. Well, sounds like something I would say. Oh, and he's got a Magic the Gathering. I actually have that card. Tizeric the Seeker. Anyways, can you tell I'm a nerd? I'm a real nut when it comes to ARPGs. Better said, it's my favorite genre. I've played both 1 and 2 Torchlights and sank a few hundred hours combined into them. Although they were more simplistic and cartoony compared to my favorites, Grim Dawn and Titan Quest, I really liked the fast-paced action, and they were good games to brainlessly zoom through for a couple of hours here and there. There we go, just saying, don't look for clout. And the guy comes in, Alex Clout. I'm just saying, I'm not falling for it. You won't get it here. How's it going? A while ago, I saw Torchlight 3 for sale in early access because I wanted to get some new games to play. Despite the mixed reviews, I have now 80 hours into Torchlight 3 and experienced the last few of the beta phases, and I want to share my experience. I just want to see this quickly. Graphics, cartoony, fits the style, performance, myths feeling. It's steady 120. Why would you want to run a game like this at 160 frames? What kind of bullshit is that? Stuttering, Jesus, then drop it down some. Tinker around with builds are not really the target for this game. It's more suited towards new players or those who don't want to drown in endless options configuring your characters. So it seems like it's very basic. It comes nowhere near to my favorite. There are some nice elements. Yeah. No depth. It's plain and simple. Bosses seem to have... Yeah, that doesn't seem too exciting. So... That's unfortunate. Again, I keep hiding him and he keeps popping in. I don't think so, pal. I don't think so. Yeah, so I'll have to check that out some other time. That just came out, like I said, officially today. It's also on console. But for now, we've been at this for about 10 minutes. Not too sure if anybody's going to come in here today, which is perfectly fine with me. Just means I'll end the shit sooner. Because I am quite busy today, which is why I was later than what I would normally have started streaming at. So let's get into some NHL, because we're no longer bound to a time restriction, because today is the launch day. It's as simple as that. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on here? There, play the game. I don't know what that other thing... Oh, sim affiliate game. Oh, please confirm that you wish to... That you wish for your AHL. Yes, I don't care about the AHL. I care about the NHL. I've never seen the Purple Penguins jersey. Hockey... Can't say I've ever seen that. That's obviously the old school one. Everybody loves that one. But if that one's white, gotta have them change their colors, otherwise gonna have a bit of a hard time knowing who's who. Hello, Nick Coombs. How's it going? Purple and black. That's a little... Yeah, whatever. We'll just do this. Alright, let's do it. Let's get into this shit. Yeah, almost 12 minutes into the stream, but that's okay. There was nobody else in here anyways. There was no one in here. Ah, but it feels good now not to be stressed with the timer. Oh no, only a couple of hours left to my trial. That's all come to an end today. That's what you get with the deluxe 3-day head start. You like hockey? Are you buying this game? Have you tried it? Pick my side. I just did.
Well, the moment of truth is almost upon us here. They are about to drop the puck.
Notice my fancy hockey sticks. Oh.
Great hand-eye, they knock the puck down.
Oh, you're floored.
Oh, the athletic therapist is already waiting for him at the door. He got crushed on that hit, and he needs some help.
Come on.
Couldn't complete the play. Great defensive play to get.
Come on, Crosby.
With the blast. Great stop by Leonard. Grabs the puck here inside the offensive end.
Give me that puck.
Takes the pass. Puck scooped up by Stastny. Quick pass to Marchessault.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Drives to the sweet spot. His reflexes
not on my watch. 2K21. What?
Here's a blast. Scores!
Now, when I was playing it,
there is no NHL 2K21.
Get on the board first. It really makes you feel like you can throw 4 or 5 into the net.
Don't make me look it up now. There's NBA and there's a golf 2K21.
And he powders this past the goalie.
I don't recall there being any talks that 2K is doing NHL.
Pittsburgh's got a jump in
I don't know about that.
Strike early.
Well, that's going to help as well, James. Now you've got the lead. The guys feel good about themselves, and they can attack with the cushion of a...
All right, Carlson's been on fire.
With possession along the wall. It's in the back of the net. He scores!
Now you just stop thinking about the first goal. Now you got to...
Look at the hockey sticks I got there with the rainbow tape. It looks so cool. Just looks a lot flashier. I got my defenseman with the tie-dye, and I've got my forwards with the rainbow. Yeah, I was like, this guy's pulling my stick. I was like, I don't know about that. It'd be interesting to see their take on it, though, if they did do one.
The Penguins have all the momentum right now, leading by 2. Stastny's won the draw here in the neutral zone. Moves it quickly over.
You got plowed.
No one home on that play.
Man, when you got 2 goals, it's your night. You want to look for a third one. He's got the puck in the offensive zone again.
5 minutes, 20 seconds.
William Karlsson with the long hair. I wonder if he's related to Eric Karlsson. You know, both long hair, named Karlsson in the NHL. You never know. What the hell was that? Come on, Ovechkin.
Here's a blast. Denies him. He got all of it.
Oh, so you did. Sorry, so you did pre-order this one. Which version did you pre-order? You gotta spend that extra $20 Canadian to get the 3 days early, man. I can't hold off. When I know that the game can be out earlier, I'm like, I gotta get that shit.
Vegas is across the blue line. Pittsburgh's looking to break out.
Yeah, well, Vegas ain't winning the jackpot.
Quick shot.
Get away from the goalie. Give the guy a chance to, you know, shoot the puck out, right? Otherwise, he's just going to hold on to it. Here we go.
Vegas with a big defensive zone face-off.
Oh, seriously?
On the attack from the left side.
Oh, no.
The Golden Knights take it from the side.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I think that went off the defender.
Yeah. No one needs to see that.
But lots of time to go here in this first.
They made it a game again, and now
This is going to be a 10-goal game. That's it. They've asked for it now.
Puck picked up by Carlson.
They've asked for it.
Centering pass, and that one's broken up. The Penguins gain control of the puck against the wall. Moves it to Theodore, and tries to make a diagonal pass to Stone. To his teammate. Chance in front.
Nope.
And that goes off the post and out.
Come on, Crosby. Oh, fuck around.
Tie game at the very least. That one won't help, and it's the post that stays out.
Yeah, I hear you. I sometimes have a hard time justifying it. I only buy it for the 3-day head start so I could showcase some games for my YouTube channel. Anytime I can try to get ahead by a couple of days, I'll always do that, even if it's not really worth it.
Accompanied by the training staff.
Don't like seeing that at all. We will try to keep you up to date as soon as possible if we can get any.
But
sort
if
of
you
update
got
on
any
his
questions,
status.
I mean, that's why I live stream.
Vegas looks to break out
It's
in their own
definitely
end.
not to show off my skills.
They go on the attack through
Did you
center.
try the trial for $5?
Another stop by the goaltender.
Oh, he had to get up tight to the
Oh.
puck. In close. He takes away any room.
And he totally whiffs on that one. Denies him in close.
Come on, Aginla. Oh, he's getting so close to the goalie.
Oh, you can see the shooter. He looked straight up to the sky. He thought that was past
Like, if
the
I had
goalie,
the money,
but
which
the
is
tender
stupid,
made
which
enough
I
of a
don't,
save to keep the puck out of the net.
I would pre-order a PS5 from Amazon Prime right now, but I don't want to pay $1,500.
Vegas takes possession off the draw. There's the whistle stopping.
That's right, get off the
Allowing
ice.
him to get off
That's
the
what you
ice
get
and
for
get a
scoring a
much
goal.
needed breather here.
Theodore's
You
gonna
get
try and
busted.
shake this off and get back
Broke his
into the
arm.
game, but he took a heavy hit there.
Ooh. Well, that's not a bad thing.
Just here in the late
I'm just
stages
saying
of
for that,
this
yeah,
frame,
it's
the
$5
Penguins lead
Canadian
at
for a
2-1 in
10-hour
what has been
trial.
an entertaining game thus far.
I did it
Vegas
twice
was
so that
quick
I
on the
could play a
draw.
lot.
Here's a short pass to Pacioretty.
Come on.
Grips it and rips it. Denies him with a save.
Seriously.
The
It's just
sitters will
awesome.
glide into the
It just feels good. It looks a little bit better. Is there anything specific? Hey, Kevin, how's it
The
going?
Golden Knights win the draw.
I'm surviving. Is there anything
Schmidt's
specific
kick
you're
in his
curious
own
about?
zone.
Not that I have all the
Here
answers
they
or
come,
anything, but
three of them. And he takes a shot. Stopped by the goaltender. And now he passes up to Crosby.
hey.
And couldn't find the intended receiver on that one. Vegas looks
Motherfucker.
to attack. The Penguins have it from their own end. Hammers the shot. Can't get it to go.
He's doing the best he can here. He just wants to get himself off the ice as quickly as he can. Looks like he's on the limp here a little bit.
Slides it on over to Stone. Picks off the pass.
What the fuck was that? Ah, well, at least I'm winning.
It's official. Period number 1 is in the books.
How's the difficulty for goalies? Well, I'm on semi-pro, and I average 7 or 8 goal games. I seem to be... It's so weird, eh?
Both teams heading down
On
the tunnel.
semi-pro,
We'll take a quick
I need to
break.
pause it or I just won't be able to explain it properly. I'm finding that it's a little bit easier to score, but maybe I've just gotten a bit better. But the AI is definitely good. Feels about the same, more realistic. Harder for me to get some shots on net, but if I do get obviously a good opening and I do like a quick one-timer, I'm noticing that I'm scoring about as much as I would have in prior games on a lower setting. So it's kind of like, it feels easier to score on one hand with the same settings, like arcade mode and all that. But on semi-pro, Yeah, I'm scoring definitely a few more goals than I normally would have in prior years. And again, I don't know if that's because I've been practicing a lot as of late, or if it's because the goalies have gotten a bit easier, but their AI is much better. There's a lot of those weird shots, like those one-timer ones, where they normally never would have had a chance in hell to block, where they can now. I think it's because rating is a bigger deal now, too, so that could partially be it. But overall, the game just feels great. I'm super happy I got it. Like I said, I bought 2 trials on 2 accounts.
Looking to make something happen along the boards.
Oh.
Takes the feed, and that's blocked. Pass across to Crosby. Moves it around along the half wall. Wow.
There we go. One-timer.
What an unbelievable
That's how you do that.
It's exciting. Everybody is into it. That's an outstanding game.
But I'm definitely feeling the difficulty of trying to line up those shots to get those sweet one-timers, right? Yes. No, it's FIFA Soccer.
Shooter's able to corral
Yeah, it's NHL 21.
and then he beats the goaltender.
Well, that's good. Sorry, I got distracted there. Thank you.
The Penguins now have extended their lead to 2 in
Be
the
a pro
second. They've been looking good
is a
here so
blast.
far
I played a
tonight.
bit of that.
The way they've played, and while the game's a 1-goal
I have
game, you
some
still
gripes
to
about
be
it as well
pretty careful. Now they've got 2. You can open it up a little bit.
that I
try
can
and get
share
a third
with
one.
you in a moment.
Feed to Crosby,
Ah.
and he rings the post.
Pittsburgh's lead will stay the same. That's a really good chance.
Ah, it's
It
just so-
by an inch or so hits the post and stays out.
Give me the puck.
Vegas has the puck. The Golden Knights move to the offensive
Whoops.
zone.
What's that
Here's
move?
a shot, and he makes the save.
Come on
On
again,
the wing
La.
up the neutral zone.
Oh!
They've got numbers.
Ah!
A little dipsy doodle, and he loses
A
possession of the puck.
dipsy doodle, eh?
Sometimes you try to do too much. He's got good hands, but maybe a more simple play's the right one there.
Scooped up along the wall by
Come on,
Smith.
Carlson.
Hammers
Oh!
one, and he says no.
Oh! No, 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 no.
Oh, and the goalie beat but puts it wide. He scores! Sidney Crosby removes
Cha-ching!
it. He's
Sorry.
still into the
I really
first
like this game. I think there is. I haven't checked that out. I can look after the game.
He's close to the net, but he's still able to have enough room to beat the
Yeah,
goaltender.
so on the... Look at that. Bam! Rifles it into the net. That always feels good.
Pittsburgh's offense firing on all
Yeah, so the default is you're skating around, right, with the left stick. You flick the right stick to check. When you have the puck, the R2 is to pass. When you don't have the puck, the R2 is to switch to the nearest player. And then obviously the stick, if you just pop it up, it's a wrist shot. If you swing it back, it's like a golf swing, you'll do your slap shot. L2's the vision control. Not too sure what that is. L1's your deke. So yeah, it's very like by default. Oh, I guess I could have just showed you the bloody control scheme. Instead of just... No, come on now. And there's a, see? There. You could see it all there. Poke check, body check. Like it's very... It feels good. I don't feel like I have to go like all over the place, and I don't have to hit any of the buttons. But if you want to do hybrid is pretty cool because you can body check with a button. You can pass or slap shot with the buttons. It really allows you to kind of pick your poison, and that makes it, in my opinion, a more user-friendly way of playing the game. And then there's the NHL 24. NHL 94 controls. It doesn't get any simpler than that. Switching your player with X, body checking with circle, and then when you have the puck, it's pass X, shot circle. But you won't, and you even got your deke modifier. The only thing with that is you don't get a lot of control as into the type of shots you want to do. So you won't be able to do any of the real fancy stuff. but you'll be able to get by. I would probably recommend at least hybrid. But if you play the game on rookie, it's incredibly forgiving. You can also make it so the players get tired a lot quicker, so that you have a chance of getting ahead, so you get a much better feel for the game. Kind of cheat that way. But I generally hate the whole like skill stick thing, but it's been working good for me. Like, you know, the whole muscle memory thing with your fingers. It only took me a couple of hours to really start to get used to it, if that makes any sense. But yeah, after the game, I'll pop out and I'll see if there's a practice mode, and I'll check that out. I'm pretty sure there is. But yeah.
Tonight, is that fair to say?
Yeah, they're going to have to change the netting in that other
It's
goal.
definitely a lot easier to pick up than like a Madden football, in my opinion.
Moves right to the middle from the slot. Denies him in front.
He's sharp on this one, out on top of the crease aggressively to make the save.
And here's the pass to Ovechkin. They've got numbers. Sends it over. He can't connect. Puck battle along the boards.
Oh, no, wrong person.
Steal on his own end. The Golden Knights will play it from the defensive zone. Receives the pass.
And this is where R1 can be good if you can't.
Sends the pass over.
Oh, that was a nice deke.
And it's a 2-goal game.
Saw how he went like that.
Chipping away at the thing. It's such
If you tap your L1, you'll kind of naturally do that. Little prick. If you grab your right stick
really tough
and
for
you
the
go
goalie
side
read
to
where
side,
this thing's going.
you
I'm
can
looking at the
manually
shot.
deke.
I can't tell where it's going, but the backhander beats the goaltender.
Yeah, that was a nice goal. Okay, screw him.
Vegas is still trailing by
I'll have to
2, but
punch him in
they've
the
got a
face.
little bit of momentum now.
Now they got to build on it. You get the
I
win
actually
goal,
turned
James
off
White,
fighting
but
because
now
I was
he's got
finding
the
it was
ball,
happening
and he
too
goes
often,
high
even on the
and breaks
lowest
on the
setting.
wall.
It was just too much,
Quick
and it
pass
was
to
really
Carlson.
slowing down the pace of the game.
Pittsburgh's on the attack. With the blast. That's off a stick. McNabb's moving it ahead. There's a shot, and he comes up with it. Passes on over to Ovechkin. It's a 2-on-1. Hammers it on net. On fire.
Sometimes it's
That's
just
it.
your night. You shoot the puck, it goes in the net. He's had an unbelievable evening.
I have a bit of a weird team,
That's a
Patrick
great
Waugh
pass,
and Nat.
good hands.
If
The
you know
UL
any of
gets
those
the puck
players.
over the defender's stick,
PK
and the shooter
Subban,
catch and release.
Subban,
And it's in
whatever.
the net.
And Carlson for defenseman. Ovechkin, you know. Give him a little bit of clout because he's on the cover. He's been around as long as Crosby, like 15 years. Kept Crosby as center. Decided to give Jerome McGinley. I love that player as my right winger.
Grabbed by McNabb.
So it's like a mix of old and new players.
He scores!
Okay, we just won't look at that.
Jumps all over his rebound and puts it in.
Little bastard he is.
Vegas has finally got a bounce here going their way in the second.
There's not been much that's gone well for them in the first part of this game.
Second
but, hey, you're
period.
in the second period. You've still got a chance.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I can show you that after. There's a shit ton of them. Watch, there's the deke. I mean, it didn't do anything, but...
Goalie came out, matched the shooter's speed, and
Oh.
shut down the chance.
That opportunity's rejected. Couldn't complete the play.
Oh, what was that?
The Golden Knights carry it along the wall. Oh, they telegraphed the pass, and he picks it off. Fires it, denies him on the slapper. The Golden Knights have it now. The Penguins scoop it up along the boards. Here they come up along the
Oh,
wing.
here they go.
And a
That was
stick to the
risky.
lane ends that threat. Moves the puck to Stastny. And loses possession after a solid hit. Shot.
Oh, that could have been him. But it
Well,
wasn't.
Not exactly a banner night for the goaltenders as the second
Yeah,
period
so you have
comes
what's
to
called
end.
like
At
an
least they'll get a
all-star
breather here.
alumni, whatever. Illuminati, whatever you want to call it. But then there's also like what NBA 2K does, and they do a good job of that. They'll give you every single team in the NHL and a Legends roster of all the players, so some of the best players from every team throughout history. And that's awesome. So I think we are getting a lot more legends. You can obviously customize your roster as I've done here. I mean, if we take a look at my... just to give you an example. Edit line. How do I... No, I can't. Oh, there we go. Manage teams. There we go. Just to kind of quickly show you, you know, like, look at that. I've got Mario Lemieux, Guy Lafleur from the 70s and 80s. Obviously, we know Lemieux. You can just grab any player you want and throw them on your team. And then when you do like a franchise or whatever, you'll obviously have all those people based on the roster that you updated it to. So you can do like an all legends team if you want. So it's really cool for that. I'll explain the Be a Pro thing after the gripe I have with Be a Pro. I mean, I can try to explain it. So they did a great job. It'll be based on the roster that you edited it to. However, you don't get control of the lines or anything. If you want to turn off line changes, like I don't like line changes. That's just my personal thing. You can't turn that off, but then again, you can only play your player in Be a Pro. So I guess in a way it shouldn't matter, but if you want that immersive, you know, seeing your character play with some of the greats, you'll have to make a roster and fill all 4 lines for the forwards and all 3 lines for the defensemen and 2 goalies and really fill in the whole thing so that you only get the players that you want, if that makes any sense. Don't do what I did and just pick your first line, because like I said in Be a Pro, you can't lock it to just one line.
Offensive fireworks. It's a 5-3 game. Blocked in traffic. Easy peasy right there by Leonard. Nice pass.
Oh!
The Penguins have a hold of it in the defensive zone.
Oh, that was a terrible shot. Not what I was looking for. It's my worst game so far. But that's definitely because I'm talking a lot and I'm a little bit more distracted. But that's okay.
The Penguins have looked good tonight, especially offensively here in this third period. Puck is dropped and we are back underway.
Oh, he laid a solid hit on him there. He was waiting.
There, right in the top corner.
Well, you get one, you think you might get 2, but after a while you're like, hey, how many can I get? The puck keeps coming to him, and he keeps finishing it off. The goalie's probably got to stop this, but I don't think he's set, James. That turnover didn't give him much time to get set in the net.
I love the replays in this game.
Pittsburgh's having a lot of fun out there tonight, but Ray, I can imagine it's a different story on the other side of the bench.
Yeah, half the guys out here are having fun. The other half, this game can't end quick enough.
Moves it quickly over to Stastny. From point blank, comes up with a monster save in front.
Oh my
Nice
God.
move by the goalie to get out close to the shooter.
Denies him again.
Really good stop.
Oh, did he hurt his knee? Yeah.
He's in position again. Hey, James,
Oh yeah.
get another look at that. He's pretty rattled.
Not so good. That's why I got a shitty fake board poster looking thing on my green screen. I'd have to spend an extra couple of $100 on some better lighting to really blank out my background, and I just don't have the money for that.
And now he angles it across to Ovechkin. Here's a chance right in
Ah, you son of a bitch.
Moves it to Stastny. The Golden Knights are on the attack. With the backhand, he gets a piece of it with a stick.
Really good positioning as he makes the stop from in tight. Oh, it looks like the trainer's...
Oh, I knew he would do it. That was like the perfect lineup.
Leading by example.
Backhand one-timer.
This really good puck work here as they move it
Oh,
around.
that was beautiful.
The opening is for the guy in the low slot. Like he's by himself, and he's able to one-time it home.
He's like, but, Oh, I'm loving the commentary. I'm used to
Absolute cruise control here in the third.
I'm used to the other old guy with Eddie Olczyk. We've got Ray Ferraro and that other guy. I don't know who he is, but I like him.
On the attack along the boards. Turns him away.
Turns him away. You know, like he just has that voice that's not annoying to listen to. But if I could be honest,
The Flyers will at least
if I could snap my fingers, I would prefer the older guy, but I think the older guy was just getting too old, you know what I'm saying? And I think they canceled him, because I think he was like the original since... Oh, I speared him. I got speared. No, 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 no.
Crosby's got it along the wing. Here's a backhand. Stones him in front.
By being in the right position, James, he gets so tight to the shooter, there's nowhere for the puck to go.
Taken by Carlson.
Man, it's adrenaline pumping.
Moves the puck. The Penguins have it against the wall. Blistering shot puts it off the outside of the frame.
Oh, come on.
So dangerous offensively tonight, but he can't get a bounce. That puck is off the post and out again.
Takes the beat. Denies him with the blocker. What a stop by Leonard.
Nope.
Big stop by the keeper.
Leonard's one of the group today for sure.
But yeah.
It's not been very good from him all the way out.
Now, Ray Ferraro,
Are in the lead, and now they seem intent on just
the guy talking right now,
they've had by far the most physical period.
I like him, Ray Ferraro.
Has not been a problem
He used to
tonight.
be...
They put a lot of shots on.
I have to pause this, sorry, because I keep getting distracted. So the guy that I was telling you, hey, that's Ray Ferraro, sort of like the backup commentator, if you want to call it. He used to be the guy that used to just give you the updates on, so it looks like this player's been injured. He's going to be out for the rest of the night. And then you'd have the other commentator and Eddie Olczyk go, okay, thanks, Ray, back to you, Eddie. And, you know, they would just keep going. So when I first started playing the trial of this, I was thrown off at first. I was like, okay, Ray Ferraro. Wow, we're hearing a lot of Ray Ferraro. Ray Ferraro is the main commentator team. I was like, oh, okay. And I think that's the first time in history, if you care about the history of NHL and all the commentators. So I thought that was interesting.
Big time late in this third period. The frozen biscuits dropped, and we are back underway here.
Oh, clipped him.
Picked up along the wall by Carlson. Smart defensive play here in the open ice. They've got the defense outnumbered. He scores!
One-timer.
What a shot! What a pass!
Definitely a slow stream today. Usually I have about 5 or 6 people. Then again, I usually stream much earlier, but whatever. We'll do one game. Like I said, it might be a short stream. 40 minutes. It's already 4 o'clock. I have to go soon anyways. But I'll be back a little bit later because there's huge things going on with World of Warcraft, and I totally want to showcase that. Massive update. Pre-expansion patch. Oh! So it's a big deal. Hey, hey, hey. Give me that puck. Oh! That could have been...
Effective use of the paddle on that one. Slides the puck across to Crosby. Picks off the pass. And he slides it quickly to Carlson. And they fail to go tape to tape. Pittsburgh's got a hold of the puck.
Come on.
That pass goes a little sideways. Snapper from the slot turns it away.
Don't charge the damn goalie.
Right from the slot, that's a dangerous chance. Pacioretty's point streak has been a thing to behold.
I hate when goalies hold on to the puck.
You do everything the
slows
same,
the
you wear
flow.
same suit all the time.
Carlson's won the draw deep in the defensive zone. And he denied that opportunity. And that shot goes nowhere as the lane was filled. The Golden Knights will play it in their own end. They've got numbers. It's a 2-on-1.
Boom, nice.
Pittsburgh's got control of it now from their own end. Vegas has it in the open ice. Sends it quickly to Carlson. Here he is in front. And that skip, and they score.
That screwed me up.
The Penguins have pummeled their opponents tonight. They have been the busier team offensively.
Oh, I'm still winning 8-4. I thought I only had like 5 goals.
Great poke check on the reach. Quick feed to Aginla. Errant pass, and the play's broken up. There's the final horn, and here we go. Ovechkin's the story this night, Ray.
He didn't miss. Every chance he had ended up in the back of the net. Money.
It is amazing how times have changed to see these post-game salutes now after a victory.
Yeah, I used to go pat the goalie on the
And
head
then the
get out of
highlight
there. Now you
after,
stay, salute the fans, and they stay
it's
to
just a
cheer
lot
you.
of fun to watch.
For Ray Ferraro, my name is James Cybulski. Thanks so much
James
for joining us, everybody. Have a
Cybulski.
great night.
That's who it is. Anyways, we'll skip that. There's our 3 stars, 5 goals, 2 goals. So there's that. Now let's take a look at practice and quickly the all the different league. We're not going to go through every single player and team, but I'll show you a decent, you know what I mean, amount of stuff. Let's save it. Are you still in here, Nick? Alright, let's back out of that, because I've already saved. Training and practice. Okay, there we go. So there's a training and practice. Training camp, learn the basics with training camp. You can launch the trailer. You can free skate. Skate one-on-one against the goalie. Team practice. Or you can practice as a goalie. I'm assuming you'd want to do like a free skate. Well, there is no 2K21. Uh-huh. Yeah, and it looks like you could pick any team. Any whatever. I'm going to pick Guy Lafleur because I met him in person, and he's just a really cool guy. Again, you can change the settings, right, for your practice. You can have your indicator size, you know, all that kind of stuff. How hard do you want the goalie to be? Oh, no problem. I'm almost done anyways. Like the NBA. Oh, yeah, NBA 2K21 is out. Yeah. Quick settings. There we go. So you can go to quick settings. You could change the difficulty there. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do this one. Then you can, you know, do adaptive on-ice trainer. Aim assist, manual. Full control of your shot. I'm still working on that. On-ice trainer. Yeah, adaptive. Yeah, I'll leave them on, actually, so that you can see them. You can turn them off, though, obviously. Yeah, so semi-pro, so we'll just start the game, and it's just a one-on-one. This way, you really get a feel for the game, for your player, how he maneuvers, how the deeks work, all that kind of stuff, so that you don't have to worry about anybody just annoying you. So, you know, you just get to take your time. So when you tap that L1 button, see what he just did? He does a little decaroni or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So if I go left to right, see, I'm manually... Did you see that? No, obviously I missed a shot, but we're not showcasing how good I am. We're just showcasing the moves. So if I just stop and I just take my stick right to left, we're stick handling, right? Then if you just tap up, wrist shot. If you hold it back and hold it down, you rifle it. So it just feels good, in my opinion, because you're naturally already holding the controller like this. Your fingers are already naturally here. Well, an R2 will pass, And then your stick, it feels more real, like a golf game, like you have full control, you know, of your stick. I never understood what vision control is. I'm not going to lie. All these years playing the game, what is vision control? It's kind of like a weird thing like that. I'm holding down the vision control, which is the L2 button. It's almost like a... It's almost like it allows you to back skate so that you're always facing up, maybe? I guess he's not facing up now, but... Yeah, see, like, whereas if I just move my stick in a figure 8 position... I don't know, it's weird. I never understood... See how it's like... I don't know, it's weird. I still don't understand the vision control, but it's important. And even if you turn off the adaptive thing, I like how it shows you the cone. You know what I mean? And then the blue, which would be like where you'd want to score kind of thing. So if you just went... Ooh. And then if you deke... You can really do some impressive shots, but I don't know how to do those. But it's definitely amazing for just messing around and just practicing. So that one I did the vision shot and it allowed me to skate backwards. I think that's the idea of the vision shot. The vision control. See? You're back skating. Sorry, I'm all into like, what the hell is that feature? You know, after all these years of playing. Yeah, see, as soon as you hit it. Oh, okay, I see. So you can try to get fancy. You can skate up, hit the L2, and yeah. And do some fancy stuff. So that's that. You could change players. So that's kind of cool. You could pick any team you want, any player. The game can also be played offline, except for Hockey Ultimate Team. You can't play World of Chell offline. But you can play Ones Now. Ones is like a battle royale, like 3 skaters, and you play like an outdoor rinks and stuff like that. It's kind of pretty cool. There's a shootout mode. You wanted to see the rosters. Let's take a look at that. So you can set captains and jerseys right from there. Player movement. Move any player from any league to any team. No restrictions. Edit your lines. You can edit your player, even a real player. So let's say, player movement as an example. So you have the NHL, the AHL, get it? Like you've got all these crazy leagues. I think more than ever, you've just got an absurd amount of leagues in here. I can in a minute, yeah. After I'm done this, I'll show you. So you wanted to see like the alumni. You've got the all-time, which will just show you that. It's like the all-star team. So you'll have like Wayne Gretzky, Gordie Howe, Brodeur, Beliveau, Richard, all the people from the 50s and 60s. All the absolute top players ever. There's just an absolute shit ton of them. It's unbelievable. And that's just the all-star team. You can do anyways, yeah. You can do Alumni Association. Now you can pick any team. What's a team you'd want to see? What's your favorite hockey team? There's a bit of a delay, obviously, from when I talk to when you hear it, the Blues. The Blues, yeah. So as an example for the Blues, alumni, whatever. I'll just say legend, because I can pronounce that properly. We'll start off with Wayne Gretzky because Wayne Gretzky once played for the Blues. So yes, if we go to Kings, if we go to Oilers, there will be a duplicate Wayne Gretzky. We've got... I thought it was Glenn Hall. I just wasn't sure. We've got Glenn Hall, Bobby Hull, Chris Pronger, yeah, Al McInnes, Federico, Brendan Shanahan, Grant Fuhr, Doug Gilmore, yeah, Pete Snetsky, yeah, Curtis Joseph, I believe, yeah, Rod Bradamour, Joe Mullen, Berenson, Tkachuk, I know him, Jackman, Ramage, McLaren, Duchesne. You get the idea? Like, for each team, there's just a plethora of legends, of old players. Millen, Unger, Crisp, Mellenby, whatever, McMillan, Sutter, Hickey, Quintal, Sillinger, Boyas, Butcher, Lefley, Salvador. And it'll go all the way down to about 70 overall. So even like some of the lower players, if they weren't as good, they'll still throw them in there just for the sake of immersion, right? If you really want to customize your team with some of the older players. They don't just have people in their 90s, right? So for their overall rating. So I kind of like that. See, again, there he is again, a duplicate, right? Peter Snetsky. Ron Hextall, one of my favorite goalies of all time. Love that guy. He was wild. Okay. What I was saying about editing lines, not that I'm really good at explaining this. All I was saying about editing lines is you have 4 offensive lines, like 4 sets, right? Because, you know, generally in real hockey, they'll cycle through the players because they don't have infinite stamina. And defense, they'll have 3. All I was saying earlier in regards to this was if you want to be a pro, you get to pick your team that you want to play for. You don't have to work for it. You just pick who you want, what team you want to be on, and you'll be thrown in there. All I was saying is when you have it so that the coach doesn't change lines, it's my own prerogative. I always just want these 3. Iginla, Crosby, Ovechkin. Sure, I added in these guys, but I don't want to play as them in that franchise game. When you go to play Be a Pro, you're going to have to see everybody because it's going to be an authentic experience. There's going to be line changes. You cannot edit the lines when you're in Be a Pro because you can only play your player. So if you care about only seeing legends, like you want to be seen with the likes of Guy Lafleur, Mario Lemieux, Wayne Gretzky, and whatever, Maurice Richard, Boom Boom Jeffrey on, make sure that you literally transfer every single player you could ever think of and max out all 12 players, and then go to the defense and do the same thing with these 6. Make sure you change every single one, because like I said, you're not going to be able to change it once you go and be a pro. That's if you care about that immersion thing, right? If you don't care who's on your team and you just want the default roster, well then great. Right? So for me, I haven't done it yet from what you can see. So I'm going to have to go back at some point and really start nitpicking with every single player. Make sure I've got like a nice assortment of all my favorite players that are locked in. Get it? So that when I go and be a pro and I only control my created player, I'm with everybody that I like. Yeah. Was there anything else you were curious about? Like me, the only thing I'm angry about this year is I was looking for Jaromir Jagr, however you pronounce his name. He's one of my favorite players in the entire world. And he's just sadly... Cool. He's just not in the game as far as I know. His team is just not on here. So he would technically be under this one, the Extralinga Ledniho. But I just can't find his team. So I was going through all the Slavic ones there. And sadly, Jaeger just wasn't in there. I think that's an oversight in my opinion. He's got some world record-breaking records. Jaeger. He's such a dedicated player. You know what I mean? He played in the NHL until he was almost 50. He's been around since 91. He's one of the only hockey players in the world that's been in almost every single hockey video game in the world since like 91. So it's pretty wild. So to not have him in the alumni again, right? For like Pittsburgh or any of the other teams that he played with, like how you can see multiple Gretzkys and all that. It's a bummer. It's kind of downright fucking stupid, in my opinion. I don't know the legalities behind it. But that's my own personal gripe with the game. Like I said, it's my favorite player. I can't get him in here. So it's a bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. But yeah, like I said, all of these can be played offline. Hut Rush seems kind of cool too. That's like the new feature. It's like an offline versus the AI thing, but you need to be connected to the internet though to get the rewards. Whereas the Be a Pro mode does not require an internet connection whatsoever. So that's cool. Because Madden's face of the franchise, you need to be connected to the internet. You see what I mean? So even within the same company, EA, a lot of people forget FIFA, EA, and, you know, hockey's EA team. They're all different people, right? It's not the same people that are making Madden that are making NHL. So, yeah. But do you have NHL 20? Just want to see if this one got an update. I guess now that I have that, I technically don't need this one anymore. Yeah, I was just curious if you had NHL 20. Oh, you don't? Okay. What's the last NHL game you played? I am coming to an end there. But like I said, I'll probably be back relatively quick. Probably within an hour and a half-ish, like I said. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, so you're in for a treat. Yeah, because that was a while back. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I can like, even from 20, I can see and feel the difference. Obviously, the gap is going to be much bigger with you, no offense, because you've been out of the loop for a few years. Because you missed 18, 19, 20, like, boom. That's like 4 generations now that you're going over. If you enjoyed 17 even remotely and you enjoyed 17 and you're like, yeah, this is cool, it's NHL, it's fun, I would be surprised as hell if you were like, what is this? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I was just playing 20 a couple of days ago, and even I go to 20 and there's just something about the game that's kind of hard for me to describe in words. It's just awesome. It's just as simple as that. I truly feel, you know, after 7 years of this generation, that it's the best one. The last one just so happens to be the best one. It took them a while to flourish, but they did a decent job. Like, you know, compared to, I remember NHL 15 like it was yesterday, and that was like, you know, apart from it looking better than last gen, it was very bare bones. It was like disgusting. So Took them over half a decade to perfect it, but they did it. Oh, yeah. I'll be curious to know, even if you just shoot me a message on one of my comments someday, what you think of it there in 3 days, like just getting a feel for it. It's too bad you can't try the trial. Try the trial. Yeah. For 10 hours just to kind of get into it, but I get it, Money's not always easy to come across, even that extra $5 or $10. I mean, look at me. Look at me right now. I'm all like, ugh. My membership to World of Warcraft just, expired. You know what I mean? Now I got to pay another $15 American, so $20 Canadian to play that, and that's every month. Then I spent $15 or $20 Canadian getting the unlimited trial for FIFA to do EA Play Pro on PC. Then I spent another $5 doing EA Play on the console to play FIFA there so I could showcase both games from both platforms. Then I did that for Madden. It gets draining, you know what I mean? $5 here, $10 there might not seem like a lot on the surface, but you do that multiple times, and then I did the dual $5 subscription for NHL. It's too bad I can't just transfer you my hours so you could try it for free. But, yeah. It depends, but generally a solid couple of $100. 250, a quarter of a grand. I mean, that's 3 games, 3 games. Like right now, I haven't bought FIFA because I bought that subscription, right? Because FIFA's also on PC, right? So I'm writing it out until I get paid, you know what I mean? Well, yeah, like I said, not to brag, but because it's not a bragging thing. I have over like 450 games on my PS4. I've got all these games here from Blizzard. Then I've got like 220 uncategorized, minus the ones I've hidden, then 50 favorites, 13 for YouTube. Then if I go to, Rockstar, I've got double, because a lot of games I double up on, I buy them. Not only do I have all these games, I usually have them multi-platform because I want to be that guy that people can go to and go, hey, that bald dude? He sucks at games, but man, can he ever get into some real in-depth, detailed shit? Does the game play offline? Is it online only? What's the difference between the PC version and the PS4 of FIFA? Oh, just a little bit of anti-aliasing. Everything else is pretty much the same. Oh, you'll get the free version for the PS5 if you buy it on console with the next-gen upgrades. You won't get that on PC. Oh, okay. That's the kind of shit that I cover. Then I've got a bunch of games on Epic Store, a bunch of games on the Microsoft Store. I've got some Xbox Play Anywhere titles because I don't have an Xbox. But that's all I do. My life is video games. Then I have my Switch. I got about 120 games on my Switch. When I had an Xbox One, I had about 80 or 90 games. Yeah, it's all I do, right? That's what I do. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't party. I don't buy a lot of clothes. You know what I mean? I buy cheap $5 Walmart cotton t-shirts. You know what I mean? I'm not kidding. So like the very little money that I do make and then what I make on YouTube, I put it back in. Like when I spent a lot of money on my microphone stand, my light, my background, I did all that for the channel so that I would sound and look more the part of a professional YouTuber, even if I'm not a professional at actually playing the game, right? I could still talk about it, right? I don't need to be good at something to still explain the details of it, right? You can have a guy who's incredibly good at the game, but that doesn't mean that he'll be able to explain anything necessarily. I use the standard Logitech C920. I've had it for 6 years. I do have to go in a minute there. And no, that's not the price of the webcam. It's about an $80 American webcam, about $80-ish American. It's not an incredibly expensive one. The reason I look, I'd like to think semi-decent, not in terms of looks, but in terms of lighting and all that, isn't just because, thank you, of the, let me do something here. Let me make myself a bit bigger. Like obviously without the lights, you won't see the reflection in my glasses. And if I don't have a white background, it's really the, what was it? The Elgato. I want to show you the light that I have. This is what makes me look professional and smooth and proper lighting. So, where's my YouTube? There we go. So as an example, I'm not set up like this. So he's got a higher end camera he's showing off. He's got a mirrorless camera, so he's going to get much better lighting and all that kind of fancy stuff. If I turn off my light, actually, I'll show you what I look like. This is what I looked like before my light. This is what $230 did. I can do it from my phone. So that's what I look like without the light. This is what I looked like for the first longest time on YouTube. It's not super terrible, but it gives you an idea of what I look like without a light, right? And it makes you look less professional. One set. What are the things you do besides? Not much. I live and breathe YouTube. I mean, I play guitar, I work out and all that stuff, but yeah. And so this is the light on, right? Now I have a slider from my phone and I can even change the color tone. Not the brightness, but the actual color tone. Now I can give myself a darker light. This is like an amber light. Can go back to white, back to blue. It's on 10% brightness. Now it's on 30%. Now it's at 50, 75, and 100. It is bright as piss. It's insane. So again, my light, I barely use 10%. It's actually pretty amazing. But it's expensive, like I said, a couple of $100 for one light. So I have that light, one of those, in the middle of my screen. And because of that shortcut, because I couldn't afford two lights, I'm not able to properly light up my green screen behind me, which is why I threw some ratty-ass picture on it to kind of give myself like a nice uniform background. But yeah, it can get expensive. For sure. But yeah, so that's the camera, the Logitech C920. It's an incredibly popular webcam. It's arguably the best, I use that term loosely, maybe not the best, but definitely the most popular webcam. Thanks. It's just some ratty, sort of like a plastic poster kind of thing. And I just threw it on top of my green screen. Because again, when it comes to trying to look professional, I don't like looking at a YouTuber that's got like a bazillion things in the background. They've got all their figurines and you could see the back of their chair and there's just like, I call it visual noise. Like there's just too much and it detracts and it's distracting from watching the actual YouTuber. So, but I didn't want to stare at a neon green screen too, because that would have been hard on your eyes because my green screen's not working properly because I only have one of those lights. So I was like, let me try something a little softer. And I had one of those things laying around, a crimpled up wooden panel thing. It's used for like doing photography shoots. So I literally have it hanging from my green screen. So I have a green screen, but I'm not using it as a green screen. I'm using it to prop up a bloody poster for photo shoots, you know? But I did that because until I can go to the next level, I don't want to do that thing where you see a bazillion things behind me. Like I said, it's distracting, and I don't find that looks professional. But yeah, so I'm kind of picky, like I said. Microphones was the same thing. I went through great trials and error getting the right microphone, the right software, the proper EQ band and curve and all the, like your EQ, like when you listen to music, the bass, the treble, all the different sliders. It's like a 24 knob EQ. And I had to like twist everything. Then I had to put a noise gate on it. So if people are opening the door or if my fan's blowing 100 miles an hour, which it is right next to me, you can't hear the fan. You can't hear my tongue swishing around in my mouth because no one wants to hear that shit. So even cutting out the background noise from my microphone, that was really hard to do. like incredibly hard to do. But yeah, the final step, like I said, I've pretty much got everything now. It's getting one additional light, having it point from the angle, because the idea is that it covers your face better so that you don't get any shadows that reflect back on the green screen, and then that causes like a distortion artifacting kind of thing, and that gets very distracting. So that's why I got rid of it. But yeah. Anyhow, sorry, that was a lot of rambling there, but I do have to go. I'll be back within an hour to an hour and a half-ish, so if all goes well, around 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Pacific. No, I don't. No, I'm not at that level yet. I don't really consider myself a streamer. I stream 50 hours a week. I still don't consider myself a streamer. I'm not one of the big guys, that's pulling in hundreds or thousands of views, and that's where I would start doing the fancy stuff with the deck, and because you can do in the moment editing with those decks. No problem, Nick. But the closest thing is using my old 6-year-old iPhone to control the lights of my thing that I have, the brightness and the hue saturation of the light. That's as close to stream decking that I have. But yeah. All right, like I said, I shall be back within about an hour and a half, and I will predominantly be playing at this point World of Warcraft, a 16-year-old game, because there is a massive, psychotic, gigantic update that's going on right now. It's the pre-expansion patch. Tons of changes. It's absolutely nuts. I know World of Warcraft's not for everyone, but I just thought I would let you know what I'm going to be up to. Hey, Phantom, how's it going? Sorry, but I gotta go big time. But I'll be back around 6 p.m. in about an hour and a half or so. So thanks for stopping by, and maybe I'll see some of you a bit later.